Hey everyone, Jewel here, and today I have a video for all you dancers going back to school. If you read my blog, then you know that over the month of August I was doing a 30-day flexibility challenge, which turned into a 6-week flexibility challenge, but it's alright, we all have to make adjustments. So today I'm bringing you 10 tips on how to stretch more effectively and how to get the best results in the least amount of time with your stretching. So let's go! Tip number 1. Be hydrated. You can't stretch something that's brittle. Stretching will be more effective if your muscles are more ready to move. When you drink water, the water goes into your body and helps everything be more fluid and easier to move. So if you hydrate before you try to stretch, it'll be easier for your body to adjust to those new positions. Number 2, be warm. This doesn't just mean do exercise before you stretch. You need to actually feel that your muscles are active and working before you attempt to do something like going into the splits. Now, part of this will involve the room temperature that you're in and also how intense the activity before your stretching is. Something it took me all summer to figure out is if your air conditioner is set to 74, your muscles are never going to get warm enough for you to achieve the best range of your flexibility. So as uncomfortable as it might be, you do actually want to be sweating. Get your heart pumping, do some quick jumping jacks, walk around your house for a few minutes. Be sure that whatever it is you're doing before you stretch, when you're done, you can really feel that your muscles have worked and that they're ready to start getting into those static stretches. Tip number 3 is to relax. You can't stretch your muscles if you're constantly gripping them. The way muscles work is when one muscle activates, the muscle opposite to it relaxes. Now, in order to stretch a muscle, it needs to be relaxed, and it can't do that if it's activated. Obviously, this is basic physics. So when you're stretching, you have to think of breathing into the muscle, and that will help you to relax so that you can really work on that full range of the muscle. Tip number 4 is your posture. Posture is very important to the efficiency of a stretch. If you're stretching in the incorrect position, not only will you not achieve the full benefits of the stretch, but you're training your body to stand incorrectly. Say you wanted to stretch out your hamstring for a front développé. If you're stretching yourself with your back tucked, you're training yourself to have improper posture when you're standing in the center of the floor. Not only that, but you also aren't actually reaching the part of the hamstring that you want to be stretching to work on that. Always think of how you would want to be standing if you were doing the position in the middle of the room during class, and try to achieve that position as you stretch. Tip number 5 is to experiment. Don't be afraid to try different stretching techniques or different stretching routines. It took me a while before I was able to stretch by myself without watching a video of someone else before I would either forget what to do or not hold it long enough or just be stuck and not know what I should do for which muscle. Don't be afraid to switch back and forth between methods such as yoga, active stretching, and static stretching. Search around on YouTube for some videos that make you feel inspired and excited to stretch. Some of my personal favorites are Catherine Morgan's stretching routines, Blogilates, Anna McNulty, and Yoga with Adrienne. Tip number 6, take your time. As hard as it may be, you have to hold a stretch for at least 15 to 30 seconds for it to be effective. A quick pull and release or only holding a stretch for 5 or 10 seconds, while it's nice to keep the muscles moving, it's not enough to actually increase your flexibility. Be sure that when you are doing static stretching, only when you're warm, that you are holding the stretch for around 20 to 30 seconds. Tip number 7 is to make tip number 6 easier. Multitask. When you're stretching, you don't have to be all alone in your room in silence. Play some music, watch TV, hang out with friends. Doing something that you enjoy while you're stretching not only gives you a nice time to rewind after a long and stressful day, but it also keeps your mind on that activity instead of focusing on how long you've been stretching or how long it is to the next one. Tip number 8, be flexible with your routine. Don't be afraid to do different stretches every day. Take note of what your body is feeling and adjust your routine based on what it is you feel needs the most work. If you're just going back to class and you notice that your calves and legs are sore, focus on those as you stretch and maybe not so much into your back and arms. If you notice that your back is tired from doing a lot of arabesques, make sure you're rolling your back out and also sitting in some child's pose and maybe some cat-cows, anything to get that part of your body active and moving, just to recover from the day you've had or anything that makes you feel good. Don't be afraid to change things up, and remember, make adjustments as necessary. Tip number 9 is to be consistent. You can't stretch once a week and expect to get results. You have to put in the work every day if you want to see results. Try picking a point in every day to set aside and dedicate it to stretching. 10, 20, 30 minutes, whatever you need. Just make sure that you're really focusing on the parts of your body you want to work on, and take the other tips in this video into account. Last but not least, number 10, be patient. While you hopefully will start to see some results pretty quickly, if you are 5 inches away from your split, do not expect to be in your split at the end of a week. Being consistent and taking your time will help you get results faster, but there's no such thing as an immediate quick fix for inflexibility. At the end of the day, everyone can improve their flexibility, but remember to be patient with your body, remember that everyone is different, and you should only be comparing yourself to you. As long as you see an improvement in what you did yesterday, that's all that really matters. So that does it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, remember to leave a like and a comment telling me your favorite tip. Subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell to be notified of when I upload a new video. Don't forget to check out my blog for more things like this. To all my dance friends going back to school, I wish you all the best. Be safe, be careful, I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye!